Hello, my name is Elise, and I'm here to try and get some help for my puppy Beau, who is the love of my life. I'll show you him. He's taking a nap. I got Beau when I was 17 years old. I had just broken up with my boyfriend, and I wanted to be able to pour my love into something and to always get love in return, and I thought a puppy was the only thing that could give me that. So I bought Beau. It was Valentine's Day, and we immediately bonded, and he became my best friend. He was everything to me, and he still is everything to me. I'm crazy about this dog. He has taught me what it means to love. He has been attached at the hip to me. I think he's just the biggest blessing that I've ever gotten. Ask anybody who knows me, I'm very obsessed with my dog. I take pictures of him constantly. Just looking at him always puts a smile on my face and puts a smile on everyone's face. Everyone who has ever come in contact with Beau, has ever met Beau, has ever seen Beau, loves him. And he makes the world a better place. When he was 3.5, I found a lump on his shoulder. It was a very hard lump, and I was about to leave town for 3 months to go do an internship. So I begged my mom to figure out what it was. She took him to the vet, and they biopsied it and said they weren't sure what it was and that they'd have to do surgery and remove it, so they did. And on June 21st, 2010, they gave me a call. It was my 20th birthday, and they said that results showed that his lump was caused by T-cell lymphoma. So we figured out what we were going to do to try and treat this and keep him around for as long as we could. The vet said that I had 6 to 9 months left with him. That is their lifespan after any dog gets diagnosed with lymphoma. So of course I started freaking out a little bit, but I tried to keep strong and just think about getting him healthy. So we started him on prednisone, which is basically the minimal that you can do for any dog with cancer. It's just a starting point. We were going to see how he did with that, and he did great. By the grace of God, he was in remission for 2 years, and he was so healthy, and I almost never really thought that the cancer was going to come back. I'll show you the scar. He's going to be so annoyed with me waking him up, but the scar is right here. So he was really healthy, and I never thought the cancer was going to come back. I thought that maybe I took for granted the healthy time that I had with him. People had said that maybe he was misdiagnosed with cancer because he had done so shockingly well after his diagnosis, although I never really believed any of that because they didn't have any other options to give me. There was nothing else that it could be. Cancer was the only thing that made any sense to anyone. So I started finding some weird lumps and bumps on Beau and lesions. I'll show you here, and here's some more. He's got some on his head, and he was sleeping all the time. He wasn't being active. He wasn't eating well. He wouldn't finish his food, which is very rare. He always ate like crazy. I knew something was up, but I wasn't sure exactly what to do about it because I didn't have the means to be able to try and find out what was causing these problems. X-rays cost a lot, blood work costs a lot. I took him to the vet, and she said basically I can't do anything for you until if we can do some x-rays. And I was hesitant because I never really thought that it would be cancer. I thought maybe it would go away because throughout Beau's lifespan he had lots of weird little issues, and it must have been bad breeding. I don't know. But eventually I got tired of worrying because I was a stress case and Beau wasn't getting any better. His lumps weren't going away. He wasn't starting to eat any better. His energy level was not coming up. So I decided that I would just have to max my credit card out and put myself in debt to figure out what was wrong with Beau, because to me it's worth it. Any amount of money is worth spending just to make sure that he's happy and that he's healthy and he's comfortable. So my big brother took him to the vet for me, and because I was out of town coincidentally, but I couldn't wait any longer. I didn't want to wait until I got back. So he took him to the vet for me, and the vet told me that his lymphoma was back and that it was there was tumors all on the inside of his lungs, and it had spread throughout his body, and it came back with vengeance. So we need to talk about some sort of treatment options, and the options were the same: prednisone or chemo or both. So we started with prednisone. That was the minimal, and he suggested I take Beau to an oncologist, which I did, and the oncologist said it definitely is T-cell lymphoma and that he needs some sort of chemo if you want to even continue with treatment. I guess a lot of people just wait and don't give their dog treatment, but that's not an option for me. I can't do that. So we did his first round of chemo, and she started with a very wimpy dose, just one pill, when he can take two, to see what that would do with his blood, to see if that would help his white blood cell count go down, or if it would go down too much, just to see how he would handle it. She just started with one. So those 2 visits that I've had in the last month have cost me almost $800, which might not be a lot to some people, but I'm a college student and I work only part-time, and my parents have helped me every bit that they can, but we're running out of funds for Beau. So I am asking you to please have some empathy for my situation and for Beau, and try to spread the word and pray for us, and pray that he gets better, and pray that he heals, and tell everybody that you know, anybody that you know that likes dogs or that likes helping people, helping animals. I need him. He is the love of my life, and I don't know what I will do without him, and I want to keep him around here for as long as I can. So I'm begging you to spread the word and to tell anybody that you know to please help. Thank you.